Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Texans football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 1.
What's up? 19. 54 miles. What's up, we got me? 55. Down and go.
Watson looks to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Defensively, they rallied the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st.
Anthony Barr got a real education at UCLA in playing not just his normal position of stand-up outside linebacker, but down defensive end. So he had to incorporate a variety of moves, take on bigger people. So he learned great leverage while he was there. That really helps him when he's trying to stop people running the ball.
Born in South Bend, Indiana. Thought about going back to go to Notre Dame, but you're right. Great career at UCLA and now a great career in the NFL. Yeah, he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First down, here's Cousins. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. First connection there of the afternoon for those two, and it's good for a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Cousins gives way to Cook. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Play action now, Cousins. And that one is incomplete. And it also concludes quarter number 1. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 16. Back to throw, Watson. They find some open field here. And he's going to score. It's a Viking touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another now as this one's in the air. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point seeding.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Watson now to throw. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
Completes it to Coleman.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That's a first down with a cherry on top, 31 yards. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. A gain of 3, second down. From the 24, Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down. Watson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Coleman now. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. From the 16, Watson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And now look at him go. He's at the 30, 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. 30, 20, touchdown, Houston. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on the kick return as his guys a single score. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just know the
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
17 yards, first down, Vikings. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Cousins. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. J.J. Watt in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on first down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There was nothing available there for him.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 5 yards on the catch there brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Here's Watson. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage.
Leverage.
Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. From the gun, here's Cousins. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Watson. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And you see Dalvin Cook in the offense heading back out. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got it.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Watson. This one complete to Coleman. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Watson, that's caught. It's Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now a 1st down throw. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Watson. This is Coleman with the ground. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 19. You want the 3rd quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say not get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little, kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the third quarter. From the 30 on second down, Cousins, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good, we're good.
On second down, Cook. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Stills the intended target. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone from the 10-yard line in.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the interception by the Vikings D leads to a touchdown. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. A quick throw here out to Cobb. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for fourth down.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on first and second down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on fourth down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on first and second down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards. Cousins now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but 1st and 10 here. Cousins rolling to his right. Lets it fly for Thielen. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They will run again with Coleman. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Watson on 3rd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Come on now, let's go.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now in Houston. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Of course, they have the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
On first down, Watson on the screen. This is Coleman. first play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown or the two-point conversion. Field goals are going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started, nice gain, got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down. The Texans on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This time, it's 3rd and 3. Here's Watson. He finds Coleman. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. On first down, it's Watson going deep for Hopkins. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. On the draw play, Coleman. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Let's go. Let's do it.
Another carry for their leader, and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. It's complete. Stills. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Back to throw, Watson. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted the tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done, get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Vikings offense making their way back out. Now let's give you a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend of the NFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. As this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
To throw again on 2nd down, Cousins. The throw complete to Beebe. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Vikings slow to get up. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. Cousins now from the 50. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the 45 on second down, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Now Watson. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they're going to go with the jet sweep. This is Diggs with it. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense.
Now after the play, it looks like there's a Texan here slow to get up. And in Week 17, let's hope this won't affect him for the playoffs. We'll step aside. Going to run with Madison again. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The Vikings on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And they're facing a big third down now in this tie ball game. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Madison running on first down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Another carry now for Madison. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Here's Madison. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. On second down, this is Madison. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On third down, they run with Madison. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. And yes, he got it. Gostkowski plays the role of hero as he punches it through. And it'll be a fun time in the Twin Cities tonight. The Vikings win it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Minnesota, the win is